January 22nd, 2021. What a year. Welcome, EOW family. Love you all. Hope your families are doing well. Hope the officers are doing well. Hope the departments are doing well. Thanks for being here on a Friday. Uh, I'm currently in Huntsville, Alabama. I'll get to that in a little bit. I want to thank Yokes again for being a great participant and sponsor of Beyond the Call of Duty. Yokes Fruit Market, fresh food market, based out of Washington, Spokane, have stores in Spokane Valley, Spokane City. They have stores in the Tri-Cities. If you want some great food, great fresh food at reasonable prices, fresh meat, make sure you go to Yokes. Also want to thank Jason Gray for a beautiful sponsorship donation. If you're in the mood of refinancing anything or a new home, reach out to Jason Gray. He's with New America. Anywhere in the United States of America, he can take care of you. He is fast. He's furious. He just did a refi on my property, and it took less than 2 weeks. So great rates out there. Jason Gray, make sure you let him know EOW and Beyond the Call sends their love. Want to thank Jen and Chris, as always. They are near and dear to my heart. Combat First Aid. Any of those departments that have not heard of Combat First Aid, reach out to Combat First Aid. Reach out, ask for Jen Foreman or Chris. Phenomenal instructors, phenomenal people. They will come out, teach your officers, give them the tools that they need. They've got a great product and gonna really dive into that. So today I really want to let you guys know what I'm doing in Huntsville, Alabama. Got invited over here. If our EOW family remembers last year on our ride, we came to Huntsville. And we came to honor Agent Billy Clarity III. He was killed in the line of duty. He was with HIDTA, Gulf Coast Task Force. We came over, we're just really emotional showing, emotional honor. We came over and Huntsville opened red carpet for us, brought us in, and that's how we were welcomed, and that's how we got to meet some great people, and that's why we're back here. Billy was with the force for a while, but more so, he was also a vet. He had been with the United States Army, and he was a veteran. He'd been with Huntsville PD for 14 years. He died in a short pursuit after the officer struck Clarity. Oh, sorry, after Agent Clarity was struck with live fire. So let's go back to why we're in Huntsville. So while we were here, we got to talk to a few people and met some great people. So two of our guests tonight, I'm going to start with the first one. His name is Chad Tillman. And before we bring Chad on, I'll talk a little bit about him. So while we were here, got to meet somebody that was operating a UAV. And just out of curiosity, we want to know a little bit more. And I don't know if do we have even let's show the footage. I think we got some footage that we're going to show you that got taken of us arriving, and this is by a product that Chad is giving to departments. So while this is playing, you'll see us being escorted in to a space center where they have a spaceship and a bunch of other things. I think they have the USSR and a bunch of other things in there, maybe a UFO, I don't know. That's our beautiful trailer. This year, our trailer is going to be a little bit different. We have 314 officers that died in the line of duty in 2020, so our trailer is bigger. Chad Tillman is the CEO of UASIS AO. It's a 501c6 nonprofit. He started the program for public safety involving UAV development, training, and support missions. Um, he personally has had over 800 flights, 200 hours of UAAs, and supported missions from search and rescue to hostage. If any of our EOW families are associated with law enforcement, get this information out. Beyond the Call of Duty was extremely impressed, and one of our philosophies and missions has been to try and help departments all over the nation that need it. I really like the program. I saw for the last 2 days while I've been in Huntsville what this program can do. We are definitely going to be a huge supporter of this program. As you can see, this is just a simple surveillance of us that was conducted. And so I'd like to bring in Chad and talk about this program.
Hi, Chad. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you, Jason?
Great. So just let our UFW family know about what you're doing,
Why you're doing what you're doing. And, we met a few days ago.
and at the bottom, what we're trying to do is create a program that we can help each other. And so if you want to just take it home and go from there, that'd be great. Talk about you, talk about what you've been doing with departments and what you've been doing in Huntsville.
Well, thank you. We started the UAS ISAL a few years ago with the intent of helping departments that were smaller departments that were looking for UAV support, the ability to help their officers stand off from potentially dangerous events and help them to, actually interact with sometimes unpredictable situations in a more safe and more secure fashion. And part of the problem that we saw was that a lot of departments were going out and they were buying a UAV system, and the system was either overkill or underkill for what their mission was. And so we decided that what we needed to do was to be able to sit down with these departments and help them work through the pitfalls that come with putting a UAV program together. And fortunately for us, we were able to work with Huntsville Police Department and with Huntsville Fire Department. Huntsville Police Department was very proactive towards building a UAV program. And Chief McMurray was very much a proponent of what we were doing and also a proponent of both civilian and officer safety, and could see how UAVs could help, mitigate some of the issues that we run into. And so it took us a period of a couple of years of slowly putting this program together and getting it to work. We were able to get HPD up to the point where we now have about 15 flight officers flying, 15 to 20 aircraft that are being used. And this past year, we have clocked close to 200 hours of flight time and over, I think it's close to 500 hours of log video that has been captured that has actually been able to be used in a very positive fashion in law enforcement and helping us, catch bad guys and keep our officers safe at the same time. So it's been very satisfying.
Yeah, it was really interesting when we did the walkthrough yesterday, and I got to see your command center and a little bit how your UAVs are operated, but more interesting on the benefits not only to the community but also to the department and to the officers. It was just impressive that how many issues were mitigated without having a negative balance brought forth from law enforcement, because right now everything's negative on law enforcement, and your department's able to handle stuff that absolutely mitigates that negative balance, at the same time giving exceptionally 100% better protection for citizens and officers without them getting hurt.
I would be remiss if I did not, tell you just how professional and how wonderful the team is that we've had. Very few people in their lives get an opportunity to work with such professional people as I've had the opportunity in the past 2 years with HPD in particular. Pilots that are extremely professional, very concerned about, the issues that may come up, such as, privacy, right to privacy, and other issues that went on. And every one of these pilots just bend over backwards to make sure that, they're flying within the laws and within common sense, even more so than that. And it's just been a real honor to work with this group of police officers.
Yeah, well, I was extremely impressed, took it back, talked it over with a couple of members of our organization, and we are blessed. We are going to dive in and absolutely support your organization. That's the whole mission of Beyond the Call of Duty is how can we help departments, how can we help survivors, and also remember our fallen. And I think this aligns very well with our missions, and we're going to commit to making sure your word gets out there. We're also going to commit, and I'll talk it over with the members, but we may be able to commit with some financial support as we go along with this. So, again, just amazing work that you do, amazing work you've done for Huntsville. I talked to the lieutenant yesterday, and just absolutely amazed at what you've done, and it's been in a short time. It's been in a very short time, but more so very challenging financially. So,
yeah, it's again, we say don't knock on wood, but we've been able to log well over 1,000 flights with HPD and not one critical incident yet.
Yeah. Well, let's pray that doesn't happen, and we don't want those criticals. But again, if anyone gets a chance, Tillman, that's TILLMAN CLT at UASIAISAO.org. Reach out to him. Reach out also to us, because Lance will forward whatever you have questions for to info@eowride.org. We'll get it out to Mr. Tillman. All those smaller departments, don't shy away. There is no question that you have that's a crazy question. Let's get it answered. As I said, we're going to be trying to work with Chad's organization and whatever we can do to help out on the smaller departments. Let's get you guys involved, understand what this program's about, and Chad and his team will more than likely come out and support you and give you some love. So, Chad, again, thank you so much for being part of this, and thanks for allowing us to talk to you. And we'll talk soon.
Thank you, JC.
Thanks. Appreciate it. So that was Chad again. Let's talk. This program is absolutely unique. I was amazed immensely at Huntsville and how they're using this program. I look at from 2019's ride, and we lost 147 officers, and we're at 314 for 2020. If a department can just take a look and see what else can they do, if the community can take a look and see what else can we do, prevent another death, another injury, another negative issue. An extra tool in the bag, that's all it counts. So if we can take a look at this program, take a look at it, let's see if it can fit or align with your missions, your statements. But again, I cannot emphasize that you guys can use this in a manner of methods. We looked at trafficking of humans, illegal trafficking of humans, drugs, lost children. We're talking from search and rescue. Time is always an essence. Ability to get something in an area remotely is often hard. So get a chance, departments, again, reach out to us or reach out to Chad, and he'll answer your question, get it answered and taken care of. The next person I'd like to bring on is a good, I wouldn't call him a friend yet, but Will Curl. He's an FTO with Huntsville Police Department. He's also a senior UAV pilot. We wanted to bring him on because we wanted to give his perspective of how the 2019 Ride to Remember, he actually videoed that little segment. We'll play it again and have Will talk about it. But I also would like to ask him on what he got away from us coming and visiting his department last year, and go from there. And if Will's on, let's see if he's there. He is. Hi, Will. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Well, if you want to just let our viewers and our EOW family know a little bit about yourself and talk about them and um, explain what you do.
Okay, my name is William Curl. I've been a police officer with Huntsville Police Department for about 8 years now. Recently transitioned to first shift, so I'm a day walker now. So that's always good. I was on third shift for about 6.5 years before that. So it's nice to kind of be back to a normal routine.
Right. Get to see a little bit of sunlight, maybe just in time to get a little bit of sunbathing going on.
Yeah.
Right, right. What's it like being a pilot in a program with Huntsville?
Well, it's been really awesome to get this program off the ground because we helped lay the foundation for it. So getting that started and seeing the differences of it, because at first I was kind of skeptical about it too, and seeing all the different things that it can do and bring forward, and just the vast amount of resources it can save on a lot of different, has a lot of different ranges that it can cover.
Right. Well, you want to talk about you guys shot this for us when we arrived. Why don't we play it and you can talk a little bit about it?
Okay, so yeah, I just kind of set up right down the street from y'all and just waited for y'all to come in. Our traffic task force did a great job blocking the intersection for y'all to come through, and then was able to just keep y'all in the center of the video and get a good clean shot of it.
Yeah, and there we are coming around the corner.
And this is also the first time I did a track with a moving vehicle, so it was kind of an interesting time for me.
And that's not easy to do at all.
No, it's not.
So,
But you can see how clear the video is. So it's used in a lot of different aspects of the job that we use now.
right. So how easy is it to can I just take a USB out of the box and maybe order it tomorrow and plug and play and do this?
Really kind of depends on where you go and like what you get. Doing a track, no, it's really difficult because you got a lot of different multitasking you got to do, because also you may have to watch the UAV itself and kind of go from there. But I mean, after a little skill time and practice time, it's not too bad.
I understand you have to have certain certifications to do this.
Correct. For public safety use, you have to go get a Part 107 license through the FAA.
Okay, got it. And I guess, and that's going back to, that's where Chad Tillman's nonprofit came into play. I understand is that he really makes sure everyone understands what to do and gets the certifications and the training needed.
Correct. Yeah, his group came to us and taught a observer course. And then from there, we went and did a pilot's course, and I think it was about 2 weeks.
Wow.
And then went on to take the test. And then after that, after we got our licenses, we started doing physical training on how to use the UAS and different aspects on what type of situation we're in, on how to actually do like approach and things like that.
Got it. So from the Beyond the Call of Duty, did we have any questions that came up from any of our viewers yet? I'm always looking over and trying to. Oh, there's Raymond. How you doing, brother? Nice to see you. I've got some info about you, Raymond. I'm going to talk about you in a little bit as well, but we'll get to you in a little bit. Jason McCarter. There you go, bud. How you doing? Okay, no questions so far. So, all right. Well, my question, and a lot of viewers have asked us time and time again, what was the feeling? That was the first year we started Beyond the Call of Duty. You were one of the departments that we showed up to. Can you give us your insight of how you felt when we arrived and how you felt a week afterwards?
Yeah, so when y'all arrived, I really haven't heard of y'all too much. And then when y'all came into town and did some research and heard a lot about y'all and what y'all do, and I appreciate it. So when I got there and started looking at everything, it just kind of brings a it's almost a morale booster. You're grieving at the time, but then also you remember you're doing this for a reason and things like that. So it definitely helped kind of ease some of the stuff people were going through.
Yeah, yeah, and that's that was also one of our goals is we not so much bring a closure, but we wanted you as a fellow officer to know that your officer that we're honoring is not forgotten. Letting the survivors know that their loved one is not forgotten, and we're not going to forget them. We're going to keep on playing. I think we talk about each fallen about once every couple months, and we're going to keep that going because it's just that our goal is to just keep that life going. They were all husbands, fathers, daughters, mothers, sons. So, well, thank you. I know it was a short one. Thank you so much, and God bless you, and be safe out there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Go back. So one more thing, I want to reach out. Lieutenant yesterday when we were at Huntsville had asked me to pass out. Huntsville PD has got about 100 openings coming up. Anybody sick and tired of wherever they are, reach out to Huntsville PD. They're on the web page. They're in Alabama. Beautiful, beautiful department. Huge, a lot of potential. They've got K9 divisions. They've got patrol divisions. They've got SWAT divisions. They've got a UAV division. So reach out to them if you want to change of place. I will tell you, just in the 24 hours I've been here, if my roots weren't rooted in Spokane, Washington, I would actually be living over here. It's beautiful. The food was amazing. Yes, Josh, your family's from here. I see that, and I tried to reach out to them last night and couldn't get a hold of them. But I believe you're going to be on the ride this year, so you can come visit with us. Jason, great seeing you on here. Again, we're always looking for sponsors. We're getting closer. Hey, Chief, how you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, nice to read you. We're going to be kicking off June 1. May 29th is our informal kickoff. Spokane Police Department is going to be joining forces with us. We had a great talk. We're going to be doing some fun stuff. Remember this phrase, it's going to be called Friday Night Special. Friday Night Special is going to be done probably twice a month, every month. And more to follow on that. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. We are going to start Friday Night Special in Spokane area. Then we're going to move it out to other departments in Washington and then hopefully get into Oregon and Montana. So we'll talk about that on the next as we get closer. 72 Mustang Retro is nearly ready. We're still waiting on Gaming Commission to give us the go-ahead to sell the tickets. So remember, there's only 5,000 tickets. Take your ticket. It's better odds than winning that $970 million lotto or Powerball or whatever it was. This is 1 in 5,000 and not 1 in 300 million. So. And Valentine's is coming up, so make sure you buy a couple of tickets for your loved one. What else? What other specials do we have, Lance? Is there anything I'm missing? Oh, yes, Raymond, I told you I'd talk to you. We made an executive decision, board meeting last week, and again, Beyond the Call of Duty is there to help as many as we can. And so we gave you the story. We've given you the story a little bit over time that, Megan started this Blue Line Bearers, and it really aligns again with our philosophies of what we want to do. Megan started this organization when she was 14. She's 18 now. She's going to college. Her and her father, which I got to talk to for the very first time. Megan creates bears for the survivors' children, and she uses the shirts of the department, and she hand stitches these bears and then gets them to the survivors. In fact, Raymond showed me, Raymond, who is our contact through Blue Line Bears, he contacted me when we were on the ride last year and has become just a great ally, great friend. And he showed me a picture of a bear that had been given, and that bear has now gone through the young ladies' life through her marriage, and also now with, I believe, her grandkids. So it's just amazing, amazing. So what are we doing? You're asking? Well, Raymond reached out to us and said, hey, do you know anyone that has a truck? We need a truck to pull our trailer that we just got. So I kind of didn't say anything to him initially. We do have a truck. We've got a 1776 Toyota Tundra. It's got 173,000 miles on it. It's in great shape. So Beyond the Call of Duty is going to donate that to Blue Line Bears. And that all is going to happen in the next couple of weeks. Raymond already knows about it. I believe Megan knows about it. So, and Sean, Deputy Duke, how you doing? Thanks, brother. Love you. So we're going to do that donation and some more to come. God bless you all. Thank you very much again. Please get our information out there. We want volunteers. We're going to need a ton of volunteers. We need sponsors. So please reach out. Anybody that would like to be a sponsor, get a hold of us. info@eowright.org, or if you know of anyone that wants to be a sponsor, get a hold of us. Look, $5, $10, $25, it doesn't matter. Give up 2 cups of coffee. This is going to a good cause. All of the sponsorship money goes towards the survivors. And don't be, there's my beautiful wife over there saying hi. How you doing, babe? So don't be miser. Let's get in the pockets, dig in deep. If anyone wants to jump in and get on live with us, reach out to us, and Lance will set it up, and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. So God bless you. Be safe out there. Happy New Year, and we'll talk to you soon. Love you all.